Hello friends. Now let us take up the concept number 1, 5.1, classification of operators. An operator is Python code representation of a specific operation. It may be either a single symbol like this, or it may be a twin symbol like this, or it may be a word like this, or it may be twin words. So, a set of operators, around 34 operators are provided by the Python, and these operators act upon operands to generate result. Now you see D is equal to A plus B minus C. This is the expression we have written, a statement we have written. In this, actually 3 operators we are using. What are the 3 operators? Plus, minus, assignment operator. Okay, we may call them as equal to operator, but it is not mathematical operator, it is assignment operator. Here 3 operators are acting upon 4 operands. So, here these operators act upon A, B and C. That means, first the sum of the A and B is calculated, from that the C is subtracted and the resultant value is assigned to D. Okay. So, operators act upon operands to generate result. That point you have to understand. As far as these operators are concerned, they may be a literal, or they may be a variable, or they may be an expression, or they may be a function call. These operands may be a literal, like 5 plus 2 minus 1, like a literal. They may be variables like this, and they may be expressions also, A plus B minus C by D minus E, like that. Here expressions. So, this is an expression, this is another expression, and they may be function calls also. Suppose math square root is a function call A plus math pow AB, like that. The operands may be function calls also. This point you have to understand. Thereafter, depending on the number of operands, operators can be classified into 2 groups. The first one is unary operators, second one is binary operators. Unary operators act upon one operand. For example, plus 9, minus 5, and bitwise one operator is there, complementary operator, then it is like this. Here in this case, they are acting upon only one operand. What is the purpose of plus here? Actually, the status of 9, whether it is positive or negative, it is defining, it is specifying. Actually, by default also, if you do not write this also, it is plus only. Of course, that is different. Here the implied plus is there. If you do not write anything, the implied plus is there. In case of minus, you must explicitly write to define its status as minus. Okay. These are acting upon one operand. That is why the 3 operators only. Python provides only 3 operators as unary operators. Remaining all operators are binary operators. That means they act upon 2 operands. That point you have to understand. Okay. Now, here what is very important? Functionality. So, there are many operators, 34 operators are there. They are classified into 7 groups depending on their functionalities. And here let us see that the classification. The classification is arithmetic operators, relational operators, also known as comparison operators, assignment operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, membership operators, and identity operators. Now, let us have a look. Arithmetic operators. In this, how many are there? 7 operators are there: plus, minus, multiplication, division. The true division and integer division. 2 types of divisions are there. That is unique for Python. Modulus operator, you can call it as a remainder operator also, and exponentation operator, you can call it as a power of operator. It calculates the power. So, there are 7 arithmetical operators. Thereafter, relational or comparison operators. These are meant for comparing 2 operands. One is equal to. Actually, here once again I tell you, but remember that assignment operator is not equal to. You may call it as equal to, but you must understand that in programming languages it is assignment operator, okay, not mathematical equal to. This is equal to operator. Otherwise, for the sake of differentiation, you can call it as single equal to, double equal to. Then it will be very clear. Okay. So, equality operator, not equal to operator, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So, relational or comparison operators are 6, and thereafter assignment operator. Already told you, actually there is only one assignment operator, but in combination of all arithmetical operators, plus, minus, multiplication, etc., 7 operators, it is combined to create a composite operator, that is like plus, equal to, no space between, minus, like this. So, assignment operator is 1 and compound assignment operators are 7, and the same way next bitwise operators we discuss. With the bitwise operators also we can compound them. Later we see that. Now, logical operators. Logical operators are only 3, but the 3 are in words and are not. Actually, in other languages like C, C++, Java, we can find symbols. Here, only words and are not. Thereafter, bitwise operators. They act upon individual bits of an integer operand. So, those are 3 plus 3, 6 operators, bitwise operators. Bitwise operators, 6 numbers. Thereafter, membership operators. Membership operators in, not in. Identity operators is, not is. So, totally all operators are classified into 7 groups depending on the functionalities: arithmetic, relational, assignment, logical, bitwise, membership, and identity. And one more thing you have to understand, that here the 3, what are that? Logical operators and, are, and not. These are logical operators, these are keywords. Python keywords, that also you must understand. And thereafter we focus on individual groups. We take up every individual group and individual operator and perform operations. By this study, you can understand the overall operations in this chapter itself. This is the almost beginning chapter. In this chapter itself, you can understand how many types of operations are performed by Python in our future program. This knowledge is very, very essential to you.